everybody. Today we're going to talk about, with a very special guest, Melanie, we've on before, about why women don't want nice guys. And I hear it all the time. I hear it all the way through when I was doing readings for people. I hear it I just want a nice guy. Melanie, please tell us what's wrong with the nice guy. Hello, by the way, as well, too. Well,
Wait, what'd
good
you
to have
say?
you back.
Oh, yes. So happy to be here. Okay, I'm gonna change the nice guy
Yeah,
to a good man. They're not the
they're
same.
not the same, are they?
No, they are not synonymous. And let's just be real, okay? Speaking as a
Just
woman.
between you and I. Just between
Because
you and
I
me.
am one. Nice guys are boring. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
And it's because they're too nice. They're too passive. They
Try to please you.
yes, too much, right? And to their own detriment. So that's like the play, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I did a post like a while ago, and I was talking about the same person, and I said all women want a nice guy out there, but a bad boy in the bedroom.
Yes.
Yes. So that mixture is like a good man, right? And like the difference between like a good man and a nice guy is a good man has boundaries. A good man is not going to let you walk on him, as you know.
Literally, I've just written this down. Good guys' boundaries. Literally, just started. This is we were saying before off air about the sort of the link going on. Love it.
I love it.
Love it.
Yeah. And he's not afraid to call you out on your bullshit. Whereas a nice guy would be like, oh, I'm not going to say anything. It's fine. Happy wife, happy life. Just shut my mouth and sit over here and, jerk off to some porn and hate my life.
Mm-hmm.
Just, again, you know?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, because it is
the realness.
That's what I love about it. That's why I've got you on here. Just straight to the point. People don't want the fluffy stuff anymore. But it's that thing and women I find struggle with the boundary part.
Yeah. Yeah. With the man asserting his boundaries, or like what do you mean? That's what you mean?
Yeah, with the man asserting, because I've had, let's just say, let's put myself into the fire here. Yeah. I've had women misinterpret men that hold women to boundaries as being misogynistic.
Oh, God. All right. Dude, they've been watching too much toxic feminism movements.
Yeah, because it's in that point where they kind of go, well, as soon as they hold account to someone's behavior,
yeah,
it becomes this toxic masculinity thing they go with, and they trounce in this thing about, well, now you're being toxic masculine because you hate women. It's like, no, we just want to hold boundaries about your behavior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And a good man, right, would be like, I'm going to call bullshit on this whole thing.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm toxic, bye-bye, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the nice guy would over-explain as to how he's not toxic and he'll do what she says and he'll submit and succumb and he basically, becomes a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what you'll do, you'll also play the good guy as the bad guy.
Yeah.
They'll play him as the alpha male, the one that doesn't listen to you, the one that doesn't care about you. They'll actually make them the enemy, won't they? Yes.
And the core, you could say, and people might disagree with me, but I've dug into this long enough. I know the truth.
Yeah. Yes.
The core of the nice guy is a man who still has not healed his relationship with the feminine. And
that
usually
could be mother wounds?
Mother wounds, yeah. It could be mom, it could be grandma, it could be sister, it could be all the above. And then he keeps attracting that same dynamic, right?
Yeah.
To heal from it.
Yeah.
It's literally what it's for.
And do you find that a lot of these men are either lacking a male role model in the family, or they come from divorce, or they just have a male that's just a lack of a role model in the family environment?
It could be a combination of different things, right? Yeah. It could be. Often it's generational. It's
Yeah.
ancestral, right? So, like, it could be that he just had a controlling, critical mother.
Yeah.
Right? He still could have had his dad in his life.
Yeah.
But let's just say mom wore the pants.
Yeah.
Right? And so she bossed dad around too.
Yeah.
And so now she's, she's the controlling, the critical, you can't do anything right. So it's not necessarily about divorce, but it is about that. That is and it doesn't have to be his mom either. It could be his grandmother, but it's like his primary caretaker.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's learned behavior in that space that I need to please a woman to get her to get love and attention and affection.
Yeah. Yeah. To his own detriment.
Yeah. And then he's dragged it into that relationship with his mum, into a relationship, which we know is completely different.
Right, right. And what most people don't get, obviously I know you do, Greg, but what most people don't get is, when we're little, our nervous system gets wired for whatever our environment was. Good, bad, right, wrong is irrelevant, right? And so then because we're programmed for unconditional love. As infants, as babies, it's unconditional love. So we will unknowingly, subconsciously, unconsciously mistake that behavior as love.
Right.
Which sounds so screwed up, but right. But then we will seek it because it's what we know. And again, it doesn't matter if it's messed up, screwed up. We don't know any different. We don't have enough intelligence, enough brain capacity, enough whatever you want to call it yet to understand, oh, my mom's critical and controlling and it's got nothing to do with me. No, right? Yeah. Then we become an adult and we start dating and we start seeing this pattern continuously show up in our experience. Yeah. And it's like the pattern will keep showing up until you do the deep inner work to heal that part of you that is causing that pattern to come into your existence.
Will the nice guy ever do the deep inner work? That's the question.
Yeah. That's up to him.
I tend to find that they don't, because it's not something that's in their personality that they want to, because they're in this place of continually trying to please people.
Yeah.
They just move from relationship to relationship as constantly trying to please. Even I know guys who are in that situation where the let's call it the partner, wife, alpha female, whatever you want to do, he's cheating on him, but he allows it.
Yeah.
And then he'll continue to ignore what's going on because he'll again still try and please her even more, which turns, I mean, from a sexual perspective, how attractive is a nice guy?
It's a total turnoff.
Yeah.
Because she has no respect for him, and a woman has to respect her man.
Yes.
Has.
What does a good guy have?
A good man?
Yeah.
Yeah, is respectable.
Respect.
A good man will like, I can appreciate when somebody calls me out on my bullshit. Yeah. Like I respect, and I don't care if it's a lover or a friend. If you call me out on my bullshit, I will laugh and I will join in on you are so right, right? So, but if we're coming from a wounded space, we get automatically defensive.
Yes.
Right. And that's what you were talking about a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Is that, you have to like deflect because nobody wants to appear to look like an asshole or to be less than, right? Because we have, this human experience, we have, whether we realize it or not, or want to admit it or not, we have unworthiness wounds. We have some abandonment wounds. We have some unlovability wounds. Yeah. And it's our responsibility to heal those.
So what kind of person, from a female perspective, chooses a nice guy? Why would she choose a nice guy?
Well, because of the polarity, a stronger, independent, maybe boss babe kind of woman will choose that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's used to being the dominant one, right? Maybe she's a CEO, maybe she's an executive entrepreneur, but she is used to running the show in her career, right? She might even have daddy wounds, because that's normally the case with that too, right? But again, and then you got society praising her for being this boss babe. I don't need a man, but I still want one, but I don't need one. I don't need you.
But that's exactly what you're talking about there. You're dating someone you don't need.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, we don't need each other anymore.
No. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like relationships now, well, at least what it's moving to, is I'm whole and did the inner work. You're whole and did the inner work. And together we want to be together. We're not together for survival's sake, because that's what it used to be.
Yeah.
And it
that's
used to
really,
be.
It's a really big point to bring up, because, back, and I see where the feminist stuff come from, because, years and years and, decades ago, my parents and parents' generation, it was a need. I needed to be with a man because I couldn't even open a bank account and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's gone now, thank God, but it's gone a little bit, too far the other way, where it's, I don't want a man, I don't need a man, and to the detriment of, healthy relationships in that space.
Yeah. Yeah, because that woman, right? Because you can still be an alpha female and be in a successful relationship.
Yeah.
With a real man, with a masculine man, with a good man.
Yeah.
But you got to do the inner work to heal that relationship with the masculine that is causing you to call in the nice, passive, doormat kind of dude. Sorry, but that's like what it is. So the reason that those two attract is because it's that polarity, right?
Yeah.
It's that he's more in a feminine energy space. She's more in a masculine energy space. It has nothing to do with sexuality, as you know.
Yeah, correct.
But so together, those two will come together. So it's his work to heal those mother wounds. It's her work to heal her father wounds. Then she will attract the kind of man she really wants. She really doesn't want that man, but that's the only one that's going to come to her.
Correct. And this is, I love it when I hear a female that says, no man will approach me, I'm unapproachable, they're afraid of me, they're scared of me, right? And I go, well, actually, I can see some truth to that, because I wouldn't go near you either, because you're crazy. You're too masculine. And that's the thing, is there's where most men will go for the, 6, 7 out of 10 because she's more feminine. And I know, and I've upset people, and I've said this before, like, if I'm a man in his 30s, I'm not looking for a career woman. I'm looking for the mother of my children. I'm looking for the nurturing. I'm looking for, how can I build a family? How can we actually share this? I'm not looking for a female that wants to chase her career and leave children at home or in daycare 5 days a week. Now, I know that it may upset a few people, but men in that space is, we do tend to look for different things at different times.
Exactly, depending on what's going on in your life and what your aspirations or goals. To your point, if you want to have children, you're going to look for a different kind of woman than if you've already had your children.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to have children.
But do you get that a fair bit, where you've got, female clients that says that no men will come near me, but I'm highly successful, and look what I've got, look what I've attained, and look at my car, look at my house, look at my cats.
You say my cats?
Yeah, my cats.
Yeah.
Do you have that quite often?
They're usually the boss babes. They're the hyper independent. I don't need a man, but they want a man, though. They want that. They want the masculine man. They want the man to wrap their arms around them and be like, I got you, babe. I got this. You don't have to plan. I will handle all of this. Yeah, they want it badly, but
So why won't they admit it? So why won't they actually say that? I agree. I completely agree that when I speak to my clients behind the scenes, behind closed doors, without anybody knowing about what they're really truly saying, is they're going, I'm incredibly lonely. and I meet loser men, majorly the nice guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can't admit that externally.
Who wants to admit that they can't get their shit together, especially if they're so successful in their career? They're like, what is wrong with me? Look at all that I've done. Right? We put so much pressure on ourselves that just doesn't compute to somebody who's created so much success.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It just reaffirms that they think that they're broken.
Yeah. So what would be something that a female in this perspective can change about things that they, apart from obviously employing someone like you to go deep into their self-awareness and the trauma and the history and all that kind of stuff? You know, what can they do individually outside of getting help that will help them to recognize the pattern and change things up a little bit?
Yeah. You know,
how long's a piece of string? Yeah.
I'm not a fan of DIY in this work. And it's not
Good comeback. Well done.
Yeah, it's not because I want your money or any of this bullshit, right? Like, of course, I'm in business, you're in business, right? It's because I've been there, done that. I tried it myself for years, and it doesn't work because you don't know what the fuck to do. Like that, period, end of story.
If you could fix it, you would have fixed it already.
Exactly. And it takes, I don't care who you are, truly the best of the best of the best in the world, and no matter what they're doing, has coaches, mentors, guides to get them there, right? That old saying, it takes a village, but now it takes a team. Right? Your village is now your team now, or your coaches or your mentors, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
So it's, you need, how do I say this? Even coaches have coaches, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I still hire
I do.
coaches.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you need somebody outside of you, because you're so close to you, right? You're in your own stuff. Yeah. Somebody else who knows what they're doing and knows what they're talking about, an expert that's like out here that can call you on your bullshit, basically, right? And point out the things that you're too close to see.
Or can't see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then show you the way, the path to get you to where it is you want to go. So you save time. You save money, actually. You save years off of your life, because good luck trying to piece this together with like YouTube videos, podcasts. Like, why is it that we can literally Google anything and everything, but we're the sickest we've ever been? We're the most overweight we've ever been. We're the most unhappy. Our mental health is crashing. More, singles than ever before, and not happy singles either. Nope. Because the knowledge isn't enough. It's how do I apply it? What works best? And for each person, it's a little bit different.
And that's a really good, I kind of set you up with that question, and you really did it well, because I love the comment about YouTube. I find a lot of people sit here and I'll go into an online course, I'll go into a self-paced course, which we know the success rates of the completion rates about 5% of those self-paced courses. So you can imagine what the success rate of a course has a 5% completion rate.
Yeah.
We're overwhelmed with information. And I did this analogy to a friend the other day about, it's like me, I want to go to the gym and lose weight. So I'll go and watch 1,000 YouTube videos about how to lift weights and lose weight, but I'll still sit on the couch. But my brain will think I'm actually doing something about it.
Yes.
It's conned into the fact that I'm actually losing weight here, but no, you're just gathering information.
Yeah.
And this is what you're saying is happening, is people just gather information and then not actually do anything about it, which is the real part is I need help to actually resolve this. Exactly. I'm not happy. But I think the first part is just radical honesty.
Mm-hmm. With yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. That was the key that changed everything for me, was that radical honesty. When I, you already know my story, so we don't need to go deep into it. But in that pivotal piece where I was having the realization of, holy shit, I'm getting divorced again. Second time, Melanie. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? And again, it wasn't this downward spiral. It was, you chose them, right? That radical responsibility and accountability. So if I did this, then only I can do something different. Right? But not like I alone, but I making the decision and then looking for those who resonate with me that I wanted to work with to get me to where I wanted to go.
Because a lot of people say, you know, oh, I married a narcissist, and I hear that a lot. I married a narcissist. He's a narcissist, or she's a narcissist.
Yeah.
You marry your reflection. You marry exactly what you are, or you get in a relationship with, and those people will trigger you every single time to get you out of that relationship. You just have to be aware of the reason why they're being a prick to you is to get you to wake up.
Yeah. I think the biggest eye opener when I first started to like self-reflect 7+ years ago. Yeah. Was because I thought, well, if you're just a good person, nothing bad can ever happen to you. So I really thought that I was a good person. I was good as far as society standards, right? But I didn't at the time, until I got smacked awake, I didn't realize that my inner dialogue, my inner self, my relationship with me was the one that was actually toxic. And so that was the reason that I attracted narcissists or, men who would criticize me or condemn me or just do all kinds of toxic behavior.
Yeah.
Because down deep, I didn't feel I was worthy of a good man. I felt unlovable, undeserving, and like I just need to settle. And that I was so untrusting of love that I was willing to settle again for somebody I didn't really truly love, because then he could never actually hurt me.
Oh, that's so good. And I think that's a major play for a lot of people. I will settle for someone, especially the nice guy, because I know the nice guy won't hurt me.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's the other guy I'm really excited about. The other guy really turns me on. It's the other guy who really just challenges me.
Yes.
But they hurt me. Well, they're also showing another aspect. It could.
Right? It's the potential. Like if you actually, we're so deathly afraid of somebody breaking our heart, but that can't actually happen, if that makes sense.
Correct. Yep.
Right? When your heart is open, you understand that you can love somebody with all of you, and they might be the person to be with you forever, or it just might be a short-term thing that they weren't supposed to be your forever, right? But it doesn't change the relationship you had. It doesn't change the love that you had. And so it's not about after that to guard up now.
Yeah, well, it's not about the fact that now that person's left me that I'm unlovable again, because you have that space of no matter what happens, I have my self-worth and self-love, regardless of who's in my life. And if that was for a short time, then I'm going to look at that with, whatever positive outcome I can.
Right. Like what are the gifts? What were the lessons? What were the gifts? What did I learn about myself? I always look at, this might sound weird to some of your listeners, but I always look at my relationships as medicine. It's like medicine that I need in the moment. And we're all medicine for each other, or gifts or lessons. It's all about growth.
Yeah.
That truly, right? And the depth of that growth is to bring us to unconditional love for self. Right? How can I love myself more? How can I have more acceptance for all the parts of me, not just the bright and shiny so-called good parts, right?
Yeah.
How can I love the parts that my mom told me were unlovable, or my stepdad told me were unlovable, or society says is unlovable? Because those are the parts that actually need the most love, and then they no longer run or dictate your life.
Correct. So a good guy
Yes.
is going to really challenge you. A good guy is going to hold you accountable. A good guy is going to have boundaries. A good guy will protect you. A good guy will listen to you. He'll have good communication skills. He'll have, this is what we're saying. It's a good guy will push you to the edge, won't they?
Yeah. I think the best romantic relationships, well, all relationships, but we're talking about romantic, the best, the healthiest romantic relationships is like you're here and you guys are like pushing each other to like up level.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bring out the best in each other. And it doesn't always feel that comfortable, but right? They love you. And in that love for you, they see your greatest good, your highest self, whatever you want to call it. They see the king in you, they see the queen in you, however it is you want to speak of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's great. Look, I love your work. I think if anyone wants to look up Melody, I'll ping this stuff of her, Facebook page. There is so much good content on there. It is a treasure trove of, for me, it's not controversial. For me, it's actually very, very straightforward, straight talking, and actually true. Some people it may trigger, but Melanie, I'll put links in this for you. Have you got anything coming up that all people can get a hold of you to be able to? What workshop you got on? What's happening in your world at the moment? Because I did say I was going to have you on more. I'm going to have you on every couple of months because
fun. Yes,
great. But how can people get in contact with you, and what have you got going on at the moment?
Yeah, so right now, I have a few spots available for my one-on-one private coaching, and then I'm taking like a wait list to turn that same work into group for the people who, there's nothing better than one-on-one, right? But there's only one of me to go around. So the benefits of group, of course, is that the investment is less. Same teachings, but investment is less. And if you like, being around a bunch of people, sometimes you can really like that, having that community aspect, everybody on the same journey. Yeah. So there's that. Find me on Facebook, Melanie Verstraete. The name of my company is The Wild Heart Life, exactly how it sounds. You can find me on Instagram as I am Melanie Verstraete. Google me. It's like, was it on 4 Christmases? Google me, bitch. I love that movie.
Oh, look, it's I like what obviously we resonate on messaging and stuff like that. And what I love about what your work is it gets real quick, immediate action. And there's too much stuff where I see out there where they'll go and see a therapist and they'll talk about their feelings, which we know is an illusion. We'll talk about love languages. We'll talk about attachment styles. And then 4 months later, they're still where they are.
Yes.
Like, I like you to say, this is a problem. This is your trauma. This is your shit. Show up as your best version. Deal with that stuff, and it'll take care of itself. That's why I love what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I cannot and will not do Band-Aid solutions. They piss me off. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. And then it just builds frustration. It's like, let's get into the meat of it. Let's get to the root cause of why you're attracting Miss Wrong or Mr. Wrong, whether it's a narcissist, an asshole, like, it doesn't matter, right? Yep. It's the wrong one. Yep. And then let's forever permanently change that shit.
Correct. Yeah. Well, Melanie, thank you again. I'll put the details down below. And guys, if you want to reach out to her, she's a very, 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 very awesome relationship expert. I'll see you guys later.